Well, originally the model was actually just based on what I wore IRL
Hmm.
as well. This one is like completely new that I commissioned this my same modeler to like make. I started like at Vroid only like 3 years ago that I transitioned from like a model from scratch.
Hmm.
I commissioned like these.
Welcome to Metaverse Degen. I'm Lion.
I'm Old Man Raptor, and we got one hell of a guest today, and that is...
Today, my name is Ratanak.
Oh, well, thank you for joining us, Ratanak. It's a pleasure to meet you and have you on. It's
yes, it is. Very, very honored to meet you. Again.
Oh, well, let's start with the meat and potatoes.
Yeah,
Ooh, sorry.
yeah, I kind of like woke up early for this, so yeah.
Oh,
Don't
well,
worry, there's the usual time anyway.
sorry to wake you up so early. We'll start with the meat and potatoes, I guess, of the conversation. What are you most known for? How did you get started, and what got you into Vrchat?
We are kind of like a secondary thing that I do anyway. Mainly, mainly what I do is like a general gaming stuff on my Twitch channel. The thing I'm like do a lot is the Tokusatsu stuff that I do sometime, and that's like only like a thing that I integrated into my VTuber channel like 2 years ago.
Oh,
When I started, I'm just some dude from Cambodia actually. So integrating like a Tokusatsu stuff into my VTuber stuff actually gave me more personality than just like being some dude from Cambodia. But yeah, VRChat is like a thing that I just do secondary anyway. I like joined during like the VTuber prom thing, like happened like 4 years ago, if you guys still remember that.
wow.
And then yeah, 3 years ago I think, or has been 3 years. No, I think it was 2 years ago. I like bought an index, and then later I switched over to the Quest Pro, so I can like have face tracking and all that stuff.
Oh,
Pretty much like invested a lot on the VR side of things as well. I'm like the only person in this country with this much VR tech anyway.
oh, wow. Well, how did you get started with VTubing, may I ask? What got you into that realm of things?
I started like 5 years ago back on YouTube actually, because back then VTubers and in general is like still starting out. It's like I guess where you can say the golden age of VTubing, and I see that happening, and I think to myself, there's no VTuber in this country, so I decided to be the first one in my country, and I made my own model in Vroid, have some people help me out, and I really kind of like just figured stuff out on my own, and then I like start like meeting new people. It also helped me get more confident speaking with my voice as well, because I really speak with my own voice on on camera in general like that. You can like actually see the first one of my stream like 5 years ago. I still have it up on my YouTube. My YouTube now is just reserved for like stream highlight that I do every single week. Like after every schedule, I'll post like a stream highlight of that week schedule. I've been doing that consistently for like each week now. I like moved to Twitch like I think like half a year later after I like started on YouTube, because there was no partner partner program for Cambodia season yet. They only added that like 2 years ago, but I didn't really bother like switching over because well, I have grown an audience on Twitch already.
Oh, wow. Oh, so when you first started, what were you expecting being a VTuber is like, and what were some of your beginning stages of your journey like? What did you do?
I didn't really have a plan, honestly. I kind of like just been wanting to like stream, but like I don't want to show my face or something like that because I'm never really comfortable with that. And I want to like play my favorite game and show it off to other people and like flip some stuff for them. Not really a lot of plan when I like started off, honestly. And then when I like get my first collab with my friend, I think Chioripon, I realized, hey, maybe I could like invite some, just keep inviting VTuber to play this game with me, and then that's how it like go on from there. Like 5 years now, I've been like just inviting like any VTuber that I find to play Tier 2 with Team Fortress 2 with me, just because I like the game. I've been consistently doing that like for 5 years now, so I think I have been I have invited 281 VTuber now. I kept a list.
Oh, wow, 280. So, do you almost exclusively do TF2?
No, well, you see, I'm on Vrchat as well, so no, I don't exclusively do TF2s. I like switch to like other game, and recently I've been doing more Vrchat stuff as well, and sometimes like I do like Tokusatsu related stuff as well if like I can find like relevant topic. And like the Tokusatsu stuff is like, if you don't know what Tokusatsu is, it's basically like Japanese live action stuff akin to like I guess like if you are familiar like Power Ranger or something like that, that's like the original Japanese version of it. That's what the genre is called anyway.
Oh. So didn't you said earlier that the Tokusatsu you've included with your model and your VTubing in the last couple of years? What made you want to include that with your VTuber and lore?
I certainly don't have a law yet, but I'm like planning to. But it's something that it's like a vague thing that I remember back as a kid because I do remember seeing one show of it, but I never remember the name. It's like a thing that I also like really missed out on. So I'm like just slowly getting into it. I'm like really getting into it now, and I want to integrate that into my VTuber because I just think it's really cool. And I have like a whole design and everything. You can see it on my Twitter as well. I have it in the pin. My whole model and like my toku form as well.
Okay. Oh. So a question I'll ask is, what have been some of your favorite moments or streams that you've done, or in VTubing or Vrchat, that have stuck with you over the years, last 5 years?
Not really sure because I do have like a long moment in my like 5 years now of like being a VTuber that it's hard to pinpoint what my favorite moment is, to be honest.
Okay.
Because I enjoy every moment I do VTubing, so there's certainly no like favorite moment. Because I enjoy like everything that I do as a VTuber, because this has been the most enjoyable like 5 year I have in my life so far.
Oh, really? So VTubing, last 5 years. What makes the last 5 years since you've done VTubing some of the best in your life? I'm glad you found something that you enjoy so much. That's amazing.
Wait, what's the question?
What makes the last 5 years the best in your life? And then I said, I'm glad you found something you enjoy. That's amazing.
It's because like doing VTubing stuff, like being like an anime character and then streaming the game that you like is something that I wanted to do for a while now, but there was never like a technology for that just yet until like recently. It was still like primitive back at the time, but it's like good enough for me to like actually start doing it. The rest is just like yeah, before then I can't just like sit in my room and like rot away playing games, so I gotta have something to do. And here we are being a VTuber, actually like was it connecting with other people that I been like a friend with for like years now, and yeah, I do really enjoy my time as a VTuber after this 5 years. There have been some ups and downs, but it's never gonna stop me from doing what I enjoy.
Okay. So one of the things I'd like to ask is, what has changed with your content and VTubing over the years from when you first started to what you do now? How much has changed in your style and what you do?
I gotta be honest, there's nothing really changed.
Fair enough.
I just play video games and like invite people to play that game with me. That's pretty much all I've been doing. Well, the only thing that changes is like my VR stuff that I do. Like when like recently I've been doing like a VR stream where I like look up each state in the US and find it there's one made in Vrchat. Same with like Asia country. I'm gonna like plan to do that with Europe later. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do. When Vrchat comes around, I'm also gonna like do a stream there as well.
Oh wow. So have you done any of those locations yet in VR with the kind of like different states or countries at all yet?
I had done the US state and like the Asia one like last week actually.
Oh.
But yeah, I still have like stuff planned or like brainstorming ideas to what to do in VR later on.
Okay. Oh, so how did the looking at different states go? That kind of content. What made you want to pick that up as a segment or something to show?
It was kind of like a one-off thing anyway because I was kind of just looking up if there's a state for this, was it if there's a world for this state or something like that. I kind of thought it was funny. Yeah, the general world hopping like stream would be kind of boring because we kind of like just end up stuck like looking up which world looks interesting and all that stuff. So I don't think that would do well for a stream. So yeah, I'm like still brainstorming stuff. I'm like still, I guess, like starting out when it comes to like doing VR chat content, even though I've been like a collab streamer for Vrchat for like consistently for like I guess a year now, I think.
Oh wow. Remember the first time I did see you or meet you was in VCat. How did that go? That kind of collab stream with VCat?
I kind of like treat the Vrchat collab streamer title as a excuse for me to like do a field trip kind of like stream in Vrchat. That's sort of stuff. It's really fun to like explore like Vrchat as like a whole group. It's like a similar feeling as like going on a field trip, except you're the guy leading the group.
Oh. Oh, so how did you start doing that with VCat as a going through the VCat worlds and stuff?
Honestly, not sure. I kind of just think it's cool, and I can't just do that. I did like one for Twitch and then one for Facebook because I want to show people in my own country who are usually use Facebook to see what the heck Vrchat is and what it's all about, and mainly VR in general. Because I doubt anyone in this country have this kind of tech anyway.
Oh.
At most, they could just get a VR headset. That's it.
Oh, well, I would like to ask you one thing about that. How does since you said you're the first VTuber in your country, and especially with VR tech as well, how does the people you know around you take what you do, and what is it like trying to explain what you do to those around you?
It's kind of hard to do because it's hard to like explain what it does and all that stuff, because getting like the vibe tracker and all that stuff is not easy because there's no one selling it in the country. So I have like get it from the US when my mom was like saying in the US will work, and then just shipping it over here. Well, it's not shipping. She just kind of like put it in her luggage and bring it over here.
Hmm. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
okay, that's fair. So, the same question for VTubing. What was it like when you were just starting out as like the first Cambodian VTuber? Was that something that people around you enjoyed, or did you not say anything yet?
To be fair, I wasn't like streaming exclusively in my own native language. It's Khmer. So I started up like just speaking English in general.
Hmm.
So I wanted to like build like a international audience instead of like just exclusively within my circle. Within like the bubble of like my own country. Like, I kind of see that happening with like Thai VTuber, with how big they are, but how inclusive they are. But I don't want to do that. I want to like grow more and like have like a bigger range of audience, which is how I got here and how you're interviewing me right now.
Oh, well, that's actually pretty interesting. Why did you start off wanting to like grow the audience globally, and what made you make that decision?
Learning Khmer is hard, so English is a lot easier for me. So that's why I want to do that.
Okay, that's fair. Well, thank you for explaining that. I appreciate it. So,
Mhm.
with that said, you said you started off on YouTube doing your VTuber content, and then you switched to Twitch. What were you doing on YouTube before you
Yeah.
switched to Twitch?
The same thing.
Same thing?
Yeah, I gotta be honest, it's the same thing. There was literally no plan. I just like start find a game that I want to play and then just start stream, and that's it. I don't really have any like gimmick or anything like that when I first started out. Only like 2 years, like only like just 2 years ago that I actually like starting to like build it. I like commission design and all that stuff, and here we are with like my toku form and all that stuff.
Oh. Now, did you develop that gimmick after you've gone into Vrchat? May I ask?
Yeah, it was after Vrchat because I like noticed like there was like other model, like the Cambodia model with like a transformation and all that stuff, and I realized that's like achievable in Vrchat. There is a more achievable way in like other programs like Maro or something like that, but I just think it's like a bit more complicated to like set up. So I think doing it at Vrchat is easier. Plus, I can like just do the post better and all that stuff.
Oh. How did your audience take the introduction of that as a gimmick, may I ask, when you first introduced it to them?
It was cool as heck.
Oh.
Yeah. My audience didn't really like was interested in Tokusatsu until I just kept pushing it. So I'm pretty much brainwashing them into like liking Tokusatsu now. So yeah, it's working.
Well, good luck. I'm glad it's working. Oh. So you did mention you were introduced to VR through a VTuber prom. What was going to that like, and how was that different from your normal VTubing experience?
It's like a VTuber gathering kind of thing.
Hmm.
There was a dress code, but my model is pretty basic. So I like can go like I joined that during when I was like on desktop. So there was like not a lot going on that I remember. I think there was another one that I like had a video made out about it as well, but it's more like a VTuber gathering thing. I do like met some few people from there that I still talk to from time to time, but that's pretty much it. A lot of like VTuber from the VTuber prom that I seen go on. I think like Buff Puff and I think Buff Puff and like Super Drill was like there as well during that VTuber prom, but that it was like big enough that they had to separate in sections, so I wasn't at that same instant. But
Okay.
yeah, and a lot of other VTuber there like I guess like retire as well. So Yeah.
Oh. So I'll ask, what about that experience made you want to stay after seeing the whole VTuber prompt?
I think moving my body in VR is cool, and I want to purchase these extremely overpriced stuff so I can do this.
Oh, fair.
Hmm.
I don't blame you there.
I have 11 point tracking. I'm the only person in this country with this much anyway. I don't need it. I rate it's not necessary to only me to get these much, but I got it anyway. So here we are.
Well, to be fair, not a lot of people I've seen around have 11-point tracking, although I'm sure it definitely helps with the being immersed experience, like seeing your elbows move, matching with your body and everything.
Yeah. But help with the poses and all that stuff. I can just do this.
Yes, I'm sure. I've seen some of your videos where you do all the poses from the show. Was that one of the driving factors for buying like 11-point tracking?
Yeah, it's an equivalent of like buying the toy for the combat belts and all that stuff. But instead, you can just like actually transform into it as well, which I think is really cool.
Okay.
There's like one stream that I did where I like teach my friend how to like do those such poses as well.
I'm sure that was a lot of fun. So I will ask this of you as well. Going into VTubing and over the last couple of years, what have been some of the hardest things for you to learn to do what you do best? And how did you get over that?
People. I learned to understand people. That's what I've been like trying to do because ever since my childhood, I like just been treated as like some sort of like special needs kid or something like that. I didn't really have like a proper like good childhood, and I didn't really have any friend that I like talked to like for like a while. Most of my friends that I meet are just from online and all that stuff. And they're like more of like a fake friend scenario kind of like deal. But when I like start VTubing is actually when I like started to like meet more people who I like to talk to and all that stuff, and I like been like learning to like understand how people talk, feel, or all that kind of stuff. There are some cases there I just don't know what's wrong, and I say that kind of thing that they don't like due to how their standard was. So yeah, I'm like just like slowly learning how like I guess like just to be a proper person.
Okay. Well, I can understand people being hard. I've seen a lot of people come through VR where socializing is one of the things that is hard for them. That's seems to be a lot more common than most people think. At least I think so from the people I've talked with.
Yeah, the chat and VR chat is optional because most of the time you see is people in the mirror.
The mirror, most definitely.
Yeah, the freaking mirror. The freaking mirror.
Okay. So with that, so you've gotten over that by talking with your friends more and more? Have you found that VTubing
Yeah, by
in that
talking
has
with
helped you?
my friend. Yeah, by talking to my friend or collabing with people that I met, like building a relationship from there, understanding how they are and all that stuff. Because really, I never like get to like been I guess intimate with like other people before, like getting to know them properly and all that stuff. It's already just been like an on-off thing with me for like a while, ever since like I don't know, Google Plus or something like that.
And I haven't heard of Google Plus since the early 2000s.
Yeah,
Oh boy, no
Oh,
doubt.
so
that's what I that's why I learned most things when I was a
oh
child.
wow, oh wow,
Oh
oh,
God, that was a
that's all right. There's nothing wrong with Google Plus. I just haven't been around that sphere a whole lot myself.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
Google Plus was like the first platform that I like been like introduced to the internet, and then I learned what RP is, and then I just do that most of the time.
Oh, that's quite interesting.
I was a weird kid.
There's nothing wrong with that. I think my first instance of the internet was Newgrounds myself. Oh, well, I'll ask this as well. Something we've talked to some other VTubers on as well. Have you found your audience like has any expectations or anything that they want from you that you weren't expecting? And how did you deal with that situation? Hello, I'm actually here to interrupt the episode you're watching really quick to ask you a favor. Please come join us at any of the other locations we have. You can find us on YouTube and Spotify, both of which we post our episodes and are very up to date on both. We have Discord where you go to hang out all the time, where you're gaming and shooting the breeze over with many people over that way. Feel free to come join us. I invite you. If you wish to support us, we have a Patreon where we post a bunch of random bits, bobs, and extra podcasts every once in a while for you to go enjoy. Also, if you wish to support us while on Vrchat, we're now part of the creator economy. So please come join if you wish to support us there. It's there for you to choose if you so wish. And thank you very much. And a special thanks to some of the people who have signed up on our Patreon, which are as follows. And I have written down so I'll remember. And that's a tough thing. Forbidden Zero, Niche, Aliquum, Future Oracle, Lesser Capybara, and Frozen. Thank you all very much. Enjoy the rest of the episode.
Not really. The stuff that they wanted me to do is just like what game I should play or something like that. Because I've been like just mainly a gamer at first, so I like just play game that I enjoy or like weird obscure games as well. Like I don't know, stuff from like the Java phone or something like that.
Okay. What have been some of your favorite games you've played over time? May I ask?
Yeah, outside of TF2 is would probably be I don't know, GTA San Andreas because I have played that with like some stupid mods.
Oh, okay.
There has been like a lot of like a game that I played over the past 5 years. There's like too many to list.
Well, that's
But yeah, I'm like just going through my catalog as well. And then there's like some other online game that I play sometimes as well.
Okay. So, what are some things that have there been any memes sprouting out of your community? What are some things that they remember that from the streams you've done?
I don't know, honestly.
Fair.
The only like new thing that like been spewed out from my community is like a gift that I got from my friend during my birthday like last year. It's like a little mouse rat mascot. We can name him T. I didn't like really post on that much because we're trying to make him into like those TTS bot thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, thank you for sharing that. And also speaking on models and avatars and stuff, what made you choose the avatar you used to VTube or even in VR? What made you want to go with that for people to see?
Well, originally the model was actually just based on what I wore IRL as well. This one is like completely new that I commissioned my same modeler to like make. I started like at Vroid only like 3 years ago that I transitioned from like a model from scratch. I commissioned like the same person who made the model based Kuta. You can like search them up on Booth. I commissioned them to like make this model, and then I commissioned them again to like work on this outfit. I had like a concept art of it as well that I had my friend drew up. It basically take design from like my stream overlay that I have with like the triangle that I have like on the back here, and like some element like based on like Showa era Kamen Rider hero in their civilian form.
Oh. And
yeah.
with your VTuber model specifically, what made you stick with that for the time you've been doing it there before VR? What's the
Again,
same?
it's like a good reflection of like what I am IRL, but like not too like one-to-one.
Okay. Oh,
Mhm.
that seems pretty interesting. I don't see many VTubers or even people in VR want to portray their virtual persona in that way to be more like them. That seems pretty unique to me. What makes you want to choose that route?
I'm not very good at the design, so I like just base it off like what I have IRL. Yeah, the outfit that I have right here is the more original one that I have because the previous outfit that I have is just what I wore IRL,
Hmm.
pretty much.
Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, another question I have as well is what are some tools that you use within your toolkit for streaming or content creation, and were there any that you've added over time, and what are they?
Well, what's it? I have like for my like VTubing stuff on desktop in general. I just have like dual PC setup, one for handling the VTubing stuff, and the other one for gaming. Go XLR just to like connect those audio from each PC together. My iPhone for like the face tracking, and then a leap motion for the hand tracking.
Hmm.
A lot of like stuff to put on before like I like do VTubing. Well, what I have currently anyway. I'm planning to like buy the new leap motion as well that they release. I've been like wanting to like get the same setup like per se like Centrea, but I don't know how they like do that stuff. So Vrchat like this is like as good enough. I guess like they do like optical tracking, but I have no idea how to get those tech, and I'm pretty sure they're more expensive than this.
Hmm. Okay. How long does it take you to set up before a stream, may I ask?
And not that much. I like always uh plan out my stream before. Then I already have like a schedule set up and everything for like next week. And before I like start stream, I like just like 30 minutes like set up OBS on my stream PC, get everything ready, and then like before 5 minutes on the actual time, just like just put it on starting soon and like just wait for it to start.
Hmm.
Nothing really special anyway. Kind of like simple stuff now that I have going as like I guess a flow going.
Hmm. Okay. So after you're done setting up, I will ask you, were there any moments, clips, or streams you're most proud of that you have, may I ask? And what are some that you wish didn't happen?
There's like some people that I collab with that I personally didn't enjoy,
Hmm.
but I'm not gonna say name because that would stir up drama, and I do not want that because there's always stuff like inside, and I that's already like enough for me to deal with. But for like stuff that I enjoy, not so sure because I always like have them like highlighted on my streams, highlight on YouTube that you can just go check right now actually.
Oh, and you very much so should go check it out. In the description, there's all his links for his videos. You should go check those out too. Oh, so how do you how does one promote how do you promote yourself for VTubing, Mass? Because any tips or tricks how to like, where do you go, what do you do, what are some of the details in order to like grow from where you are now?
I don't know.
Fair.
I don't know.
Fair.
I mean, the most I did was like having my own booth with Torcell on like a WeChat last year. That's it, and like some my poster on like a previous WeChat. For like other advertisement Not really, because people have been really stingy with like in terms of like self promotion and like other platform. I like trying my best to like promote on my own thing, but yeah, you know how the algorithm is.
Hmm. Do you do shorts, may I ask, with any of your streams or content you do?
I've been meaning to do that, but I just don't really have not came up with an idea for like a short or anything like that. Usually, I just kind of like grab a clip or something like that. That I've been like holding off as well because well TikTok has been really bad with like algorithm on my end, so I didn't really bother with it anymore. I will try YouTube Short, but I don't know.
I've only tinkered around with YouTube Shorts a little bit and TikTok, and it's pretty simple. I believe through Twitch as well, you can create shorts and stuff directly out of the platform as well. So you could take your stream and you could take your face cam and it'll separate that from the main content. So you can separate and export that directly from Twitch.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure now that plugin that let you stream with like what's it in landscape and vertical as well now.
Mhm.
There's a plugin that you can do that now. I seen like another tutorial about it.
Oh, okay. So did you have any mentors along your time for VTubing at all? And what are some of the things, if you, that have stuck with you that you've learned from others?
I'm sorry.
Oh, did you have any mentors in terms of like getting started with VTubing or along the way? And what kinds of things have you learned to better what you do?
Not really. I kind of like just wing it, and I just started right away. I didn't really like look up who to ask or something like that. The only person that I would say would be mentor like is probably the person that helped work was it help worked on my model like a bit like during my video day kind of who you go. These the lady with the lot tutorial on the VTuber program that you looked up. Mainly the 3-way one.
Okay. Oh. Well, and I'll also ask this as well. How's your experience VTubing and content? Has VR helped supplement a lot of that or been a benefit in your opinion?
Uh, Mainly I do VTubing to like help improve my speaking skills honestly because I've always been like shy about like speaking overall ever since. So yeah, after like 5 years, I got like more and more confident with that now. I'm a lot more confident speaking, though like having like stuff on the spot is kind of like still hard for me. That's why I like avoid doing like stuff like improv or something like that because I kind of like just stuck frozen like figuring out what is a good thing to say and all that stuff.
That's understandable. Oh,
Hmm.
well, thank you for explaining that. It's very much appreciated. So you said you don't have any lore quite yet. What were you thinking to? Did you have any ideas yet of what you want to be in your lore?
Most likely like akin to like other Tokusatsu hero. I don't like the Kamen Rider style, mainly the older one, like the Showa era Kamen Rider stuff. But I don't have that plan yet. I'm like just building up my design and character right now.
Okay.
I only have like a suit and a belt, and that's it, and a transformation form. I don't even have like I'm like trying to like have like a whole theme going on as well, but well, that's expensive. And finding people who make specifically all era Kamen Rider stuff is kind of hard.
Well, if it's kind of hard, how did you find the person who helped you make yours mask? And yeah.
Uh, well, finding a person who can make a model is pretty easy. Finding a person who can make sound effects and other stuff is gonna be hard because they have like a specific, specified, specialized in those kind of stuff or something like that.
Okay. Oh, well, I have seen some of the transition videos you've done for your model, and they look pretty cool when you do them between human form and then the the upgraded form. They both look it looks pretty cool to be honest, at least in my opinion. Oh,
Yeah, those are inspired by the other Kamen Rider model that I saw on Vrchat with the transformation stuff. I commissioned my friend Iceland to like make that animation and all that stuff with like the hand poses and all that stuff. Most like newer Kamen Rider just have like a gimmick toy and all that stuff. For me, it's just hand poses to get. That's how like most older Kamen Rider does it.
oh. Now, when with hand poses, is that a full animation built in the avatar, or did you practice doing them to look the way they do?
I know them by heart. Yeah, like poof, yeah, poof, like
Oh, okay. That's actually pretty awesome that you have them all memorized. So
Mhm.
I take it that that shows had a profound impact on you as a person from when you were younger at all?
No, it's kind of like a vague thing that I seen, got really interested, but I just don't know what it is, what to ask, who to ask, where to find it. So it's kind of like just a thing that's vaguely in my memory for a long time until I just figured out what it is when I went to Malaysia and decided to like buy a model, or was not model, a figure for it,
Hmm.
and I've been like collecting like those like old Tokusatsu figure for a bit now. It's kind of like clocking up my table. I don't know where to put it left.
Oh, so how did you first find it then? May I ask if this been a hard thing to look for?
I kind of like just asked my friend who like met where figure store is and like just like look for like the older Kamen Rider figure and like just buy like I guess two of them and like just brought them back home.
Hmm.
And like just been looking for like Kamen Rider figure ever since. Mainly just generally like older Tokusatsu figures.
Hmm. Okay. So with that said, what kinds of things can people look forward to that you're doing in the future? What's coming forward for you?
Not a lot anyway. In terms of like streaming stuff, I'm just still doing my usual thingy majig. I mean, yesterday I did like a big collab with other VTuber in tier 2 where we play like WarioWare style map. I have like I guess plan to like do more of those like bigger stream as well, but I like figure out what to do and if there's a person who can host the server for it.
Ah, wait.
Yeah, the biggest issue for me is just hosting the server because port forwarding and all that stuff is really weird.
Oh, for playing games servers?
Yeah, for like gaming servers and all that stuff.
Ah, okay. Oh, what have been some of your favorite collabs you've done with the streamers in terms of like video games and stuff as you now mention it?
Probably the bigger collab that I do anyway. It was like mainly just a mess, but it's a fun kind of mess that we do.
Oh,
There's like plenty of like big game collab that I invited over. I
okay.
got like went over what like 4 years ago I think where I did like the Trouble in Terrorist Town with like 20 VTuber, but I didn't have like I didn't have like a good like schedule, but then I did have a good organized thing going on. Good like anyone who hosts the server, so it's kind of like a huge mess with like a lot of people, but we managed to get it going.
Hmm. Since then, have you gotten better at figuring all of that out, may I ask? Since that one that was a mess?
Yeah, I kind of like gotten more better like organizing bigger collab. I kind of like minimize it in like I guess like 10-ish people, so that there's like no like not too many voices and like basically like herding like that many people into like one circle. I mean, I get like being ambitious, like having like a huge collab, but bigger than like 20 is gonna be really hard to like herd people around and all that stuff.
Hmm. I remember we were talking with another VTuber, Kane VR, I think it was, and he mentioned with like when if one VTuber has jank, the more VTubers you add on top of it, the jank multiplies. Is how he placed it specifically, or how he worded it. Is it the same for you in your experiences with those?
Because there will be people like thinking other things and all that stuff. You can't like just have them to like pay attention to you since you're the organizer and all that stuff. If they don't do that, it's kind of like just all disjointed and all that stuff. So you
Hmm.
kind of like really know how to like wrangle people and like herd people into like one spot to like get the stream going and all that stuff.
Hmm. Okay.
It's really also depend on what game you are playing as well.
Oh.
If they don't know what game they're playing and you kind of like just explain them on top of like other people talking over each other, it's kind of like get confusing, hard, and frustrating.
Hmm. Okay. Oh. Well, thank you for explaining that. Uh, I've had so similar experiences with trying to organize people here in VR, and it's it can be the exact same. Oh, so I have one question for you as well. Do you wish to stay as an indie VTuber for a long period of time, or do you eventually want to go corporate?
Nah, I want to say indie because like the corporate way is like being an entirely different person, but depending on like the corporation anyway. But
Hmm.
again, I don't really have any plan to like go corporate or anything like that. I want to be like my own thing for the time being because like other corporations that I see when they are auditioning, they want you to be a separate person, and I don't want to abandon what I've been building up for the past 5 years just to be like a different person with a bigger number.
That's understandable. Uh,
Hmm.
is I can very much understand wanting to keep what you've built. Well, is there any difference between being a corporate VTuber and an indie VTuber, may I ask? I don't have much experience in that world.
Not sure, honestly. Again, like corporate is more organized, strict, and I guess better managed. For indie, you kind of like just do whatever since you are your own manager. Well,
Okay.
if you have a manager as well, but most of the time you are your own manager. You do what you want and what you can and when you can. For corporate, you kind of like have like I guess a quota to do. I'm not really uh much known for much in depth on like corporate stuff. I have collab with like a few corporate VTuber before, two from Comada, and I think that's it.
Okay. So another question I have in terms of like management and doing things yourself, how do you manage your VTubing and what you do with content creation with your real life? Is it easy to juggle the two, or is it a bit of a struggle, and how do you do it?
I'm unemployed. There's really not much like going on IRL, so I kind of like have like a lot of free time going on. I started like really lenient towards it with how like my family works and all that stuff. And my
Okay.
mom gave me a salary for from the place she work, even though I don't even work there.
Ah, okay. Well, that must make doing VTubing very easy then, being able to do it so freely.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. If anyone has any advice, if they wish to start VTubing, what would you tell them?
don't be too ambitious. Start with what you can and do what you enjoy. Don't go to different people's standards, and don't focus on your growth and other stuff. Do what you like and what you enjoy, and see if you want to keep going because of that.
Oh, that's some really good advice. So thank you very much for going over that and explaining that. Oh, well, I'll say, Ratanak, I'll ask you last couple of questions. Well, last question, because you've already answered one of them earlier. Before we start wrapping things up,
Yeah.
Your name and what made you come up with it, and why do you still use it? Ratanak.
It's my real name.
Oh.
It's just my real name.
Wow, that's to the point. Can't beat around that one. That's straightforward, nothing more, nothing. It's what mom gave me. I don't know what else to do. What do you want from me? Yeah.
Oh.
Argue with her. She's the one that gave it to me, damn it.
Oh, what made you want to use your name for your screen name for VTubing and everything else?
I mean, there's just half, or is it just a quarter of my real name anyway, rather than a pretty common name in Cambodia. Well, for down Cambodian. Anyway. But yeah, I'm not gonna put my full legal name as my VTuber name. That's gonna be stupid. But yeah, rather than a pretty common name anyway, so I just decided to put it on.
Okay.
And plus you can just join the two rat, which is why a lot of rat theme came from my VTuber stuff.
Okay. Oh, and thank you very much, Ratanak, for coming on and letting us get to know you and hear your story. So thank you very, very much for that.
Mm-hmm.
No problem.
Where can the audience find you if they wish to find you?
You can find me on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter, and Blue Sky if you wanted to as well, and TikTok.
Okay.
It's all in the same name anyway. It's just Ratanak 45.
Oh, we'll make sure to have all of that for you, the audience, to go to. If you go to YouTube, scroll down a little bit in the description, and guest links all labeled out, be right there for you to find. If you're on Spotify, it'll be in the episode description. Same place, same layout. Go down to guest links. Everything will be there to copy, paste, or click. And thank you very much. And we'll ask you, the audience, as well. What was the first VTuber that you've watched? Why do you still watch them? We'd like to know. Let us know in the description down below. And Raptor, you know the thing.
You got it, Line. No matter what you do, folks, if you're a gamer and you play that game as like it's your own and you think it's your own, you're going to go far and everything else like this. But remember one thing. That off button's always there. Just don't hang too long. We'll talk to you later, folks. Bye.
Oh, you thought you were here for e-girls? You thought f***ing wrong. You're here for Hash Studios. Think of tools that break more than they work? Or needing a computer science degree just to make an image show up in Unity? Worry no more. At Hash Studios, we have prefabs for everything you need. Megaphones for those world-shaking announcements, pop-up menus to keep out the less fashionable avatars from your club, and a band menu that lets you handle any unwanted guests. Hash Studios prefabs, available now on Gumroad, Booth, Jinxie, and Payhip. Get yours, or live with regret. Ooh. I hate that. I actually want to die.
Oh, my ear itches. Fucking bitch. I need a haircut. Fuck, I can't even get my hat on anymore. Ned, don't you up? It'll be complicated. Up and up. Change and say made him. And all that come and tells me, hey, hey, hey. And what and show me the same. And